Okay, so welcome to the last and final kind of quote class for SD. Again, like I just mentioned before I hit record, this is it. There's nothing new. We've actually finished all of the course material. So if are, and I'm sure it's like what, week 11 or 12. I'm sure all you guys are familiar with how the course worked. Every week we did a topic. And you'll notice that we did this topic last week, so there's nothing left. But there is two things that you're all here today for me to remind you. I noticed the attendance is a bit low. That might just be because we did finish the course information, but I will be posting this to YouTube because there's definitely one really, really important thing, and it's good news for you guys. I have one last thing for you to consider for the course. And the other thing I just want to remind you is that this campus resources project is due this week. So I gave you guys some extra time for that because it is, it's a bit longer than some of the other assignments. So you can have, I think, like I said, till Tuesday, tomorrow at midnight to finish this. I had a couple of emails actually about this project, the Campus Resources Project. There's a video uploaded last week if you guys want to see, what you need to do for that. But a couple of questions I had were, how do you submit the link in a Dropbox? The final project Dropbox is here. Oh, and I'm viewing this as an instructor. So let me just view this as a student. I'll do it again here. So Dropbox. And then final Dropbox project. So, okay, so one of the issues is, and this is a problem with D2L, not a, well, yeah, I guess it's basically a D2L problem. The assignment asks you to share a link to your Quizlet. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you haven't looked at this assignment yet, you can watch last week's video on the YouTube. It should be posted in your news. So there's a YouTube video that will explain everything you need to know. But there might have been one thing I forgot to mention. So you can put the link here, right? It'll be a link to your Quizlet. It's like an online assignment you're going to create. But when you go to submit it, it's going to give you an error. And the error says you must select at least one file. So you need to actually, in order to upload something to the Dropbox, the D2L makes you submit a file. Well, there's a lot of things you could do here. For the file, you could just add like a silly picture or a meme. I don't care, it doesn't really matter. What I told some students to do is to copy the link into like a Word document or a Notepad file and upload that. So you can really upload any file you want. Again, it could just be a funny picture like that you found. It really doesn't matter what the file is, as long as your link is here. Now, if you upload a Word document with the link, you don't necessarily need to post the link. So, up to you. Be creative, do whatever you want, as long as somehow you send me a link to the Quizlet. Okay. That's it for like the final assignment, but there is one extra thing in your course outline, and it's called an e-portfolio. And let me go back to not being a student for a second, because I actually haven't opened it up for you yet. I didn't want you guys to get confused. Let me just check the chat there. There's a private message in the chat, and it asks me, do your Quizlet cards, your flashcards, do they need an image? No, you don't need to use any images in your flashcards. You can if you want to, but you definitely do not need any images. Okay. So there's one more thing here, which I'm going to have to open up in front of you. I usually do this before you guys start class, but I was, like I mentioned this morning, at the QNCC, so I was a little bit late. Oops. Today getting started. So this is called an e-portfolio. And it's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually a good thing for you guys. So let me just change the dates and I will save it. So the e-portfolio is an opportunity for you guys to maybe fix some of your previous assignments, to maybe improve your marks a little bit. They won't improve completely fully, but you can gain some extra marks if you didn't do well on some assignments. So just I'm going to pick another shell here just to show you. I'll view this as a student. And I'll show you what I mean. So the ePortfolio Dropbox, it's due for all classes on April 8th. April 8th would be not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Now, you're probably thinking, oh man, you have exams coming up, you have so much to do. This is just an opportunity for you guys to maybe improve some of your marks. So for example, for the ePortfolio Dropbox, you can upload the following assignments: learning styles, goal setting, time management, academic integrity, or your presentations, and you can revise them if you did not receive full marks, meaning you can make some corrections. I have so many students who've gotten 100% on all of their assignments, or 100% on, like, let's say, most of these. You don't need to submit them again if you don't want to. What this does is it gives you an opportunity for some of you to fix some of your lower marks. I know from experience, the goal setting and presentation assignments, there were a few students who had some issues. And you can see any of the issues I had in your assignment when you look at your grade, and I marked them. I made comments like telling you what you left out. So all this is completely up to you, because in a normal semester, if we weren't online, what I would typically do is at the end of the year, get you to fix your mistakes and hand all of your assignments in again. But that's a semester where I would not have access to your assignments. I have access to all of your assignments. Everything you've ever submitted is in my grade book forever. So you don't need to waste your time and upload these documents again. So again, I'll just say this one more time. This is, if you got a low mark on any one of these assignments, it's only these, you can fix your mistakes and get some extra marks by uploading them again into this Dropbox. When you so let's just say, for example, some of you guys, you did bad in goal setting and you did bad. I shouldn't be saying did bad, but you know what I mean. You had low marks in goal setting and better presentations. You can make some changes, fix them, and then you can upload them. But what I want you to do is upload them together, not in the same file, but through the Dropbox. You can upload the files individually in the same entry. So please submit any of your changes at the same time, and I'll look at them again, and you can get some extra marks out of this. Again, it won't fix everything. Like, for example, some of you might have missed academic integrity or missed time management. I can't promise you get full marks, but you will get some extra marks. And yeah, that's it. And again, for this, there's many of you here who got 100 on everything. You don't have to worry about submitting this again. I have access to all of your documents. I got a message in the chat, but I'm trying to think, what else did I need to say? I mean, I think that's basically it. Oh, yes, there was a common question in some of the other classes, and they were asking, okay, well, what about our quizzes. So effective listening, mastering assignments, study skills, test taking skills. This is me viewing it as a student, by the way. So you can ignore this. I haven't done the quizzes, but you can't do these. These are not included. And the reason these are not included is because sorry, I just got an email there that distracted me. The reason these are not included is because we don't let people redo tests or quizzes because the answers are out there. So you can't do these, unfortunately. All right. And thank you. I just got another private message, and it was a thank you message, and you're welcome. I'm not trying to make you guys do a bunch of extra work at the end. All I'm doing is giving you an opportunity. If you want to improve a document, you can go to your ePortfolio Dropbox, and if when you're looking for the link, you can find the link in your calendar, and I'll post something about it in the news. So you'll see a post about this maybe later today. But go to your Dropbox, and you can submit any one of these. These are the only ones I'll take. Yeah, and again, even if you didn't do one, some of you guys actually missed some of these, you can do them if you want. A few of them, like I think learning styles or even goal setting, they honestly only take 5 minutes. So yeah, there you go. Any more? And that's it, guys. We have officially finished SD. There's nothing else. This is a course different from other courses. So after you've submitted your assignment tomorrow night, that final Quizlet assignment, and if you're comfortable with all of your other assignments, you're finished, and you can start working on your, chemistries or your maths or communications. There is no final exam in this course, so we are finished. That's it. Nothing new. Yeah. So, are there any questions? If there are no questions, you guys are pretty quiet today. I think my group yesterday were pretty chatty. Thank you very much for people in the chat. If there are no questions, I just want to say, and this is my YouTube version, so this goes to all of my classes, section 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Thank you all for the wonderful semester. This is a pretty cool course. It was challenging at times, but I think we all learned something and had a bit of fun. You guys have all been wonderful students, so thank you so much. If you do have any questions about anything, literally anything, any course, especially math or science, or you need help or whatever, send me an email. But yeah, good luck with your exams.